this all out before I went live. Okay. Oh, I also should have said it was in 3D, as usual. As per usual. What's up? And welcome. I wanted to do a special. I think obviously a lot of people are talking about a number of stories that I think are getting, I guess, conflated. Um, and I thought I'd maybe report on them as best as I understand them. If you think differently or understand differently, please feel free to call in, give your opinion. That's what it's all about. But so I guess we're talking about a dump of unsubstantiated information that Buzzfeed released, and I'm really going to try and report this with a minimum of sensationalization. I think obviously there are lurid details that people are fascinated to go into, but I think it's very important to note we're talking about unsubstantiated, just unsubstantiated report based on alleged gathering from a British intelligence officer that was handed off through what they call opposition research, when candidates research sort of dirt on other candidates throughout the political process, which is, I guess, understood and accepted. And so that BuzzFeed dump is one thing. CNN's report, completely separate from that, on the existence of a report that was presented both to Trump and President Obama separately, is a separate thing, and then Trump's news conference and sort of his response to react to that is completely yet a third thing, I guess. So, I guess to handle the BuzzFeed graphics. So, in response to uh, BuzzFeed's obviously publishing this report, many people, called them out on this. Ben Smith, the sort of CEO of BuzzFeed, has defended it. He said sort of this is what journalism is about in 2017. I guess other people have pointed out, well, libel and slander perhaps, but has defended it. The thing about this report, I guess, that's interesting to note is that it's sort of circulated around other media sources, other news sources have seen this report, have not reported on it because it can't be substantiated, because they have followed up on it and couldn't. So I still have the broadcast will begin shortly. Scroll. Best newscast ever. All right, I can just turn that off. That. Sorry, playing with my graphics. So, in response to that, Trump has come out at his news conference and called. Let me see. I'm not going to run any of these clips in the red order. I don't think. I should have labeled these better. Okay. I'm just going to go with it. Why is that pulling? Oh. No. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm going to play that clip next. What is interesting, I'll go ahead and mention that. Fox News, Shep Smith of Fox News, made a statement today Okay, I'm sorry. I'm telling everything backwards. Magic of live television. So Trump, BuzzFeed, this is exactly the problem with everything. Everyone gets all the stories mixed up. BuzzFeed. Do I have that clip? This is probably it.
allowed any information that turned out to be so false and fake out. I think it's a disgrace. And I say that, and that's something that Nazi Germany would have done and did do. I think it's a disgrace. That information that was false and fake and never happened got released to the public. As far as Buzzfeed, which is a failing pile of garbage, writing it.
So failing pile of garbage is what he referred to BuzzFeed as. In response, BuzzFeed has made that their tagline on their website and is now printing merchandise that says failing pile of garbage on it, which, you know, give them credit for that. Amusing. But, you know, the real question is it appropriate what they did? Do the people have the right to know? And is that a legitimate excuse? And as abhorrent as you may think Donald Trump is, or what have you, if it's not okay, does he deserve, you know, defense? Should people defend against that? So that's one thing. Separate from that, CNN publishing their very fact-based reports that this evidence was this summary of non-evidence was presented. They reported this. That is fact. And then, so for Trump to then shout down their reporter, Jim Acosta, and in Trump's defense, he said, "You're being rude." The guy was being rude. Other reporters were trying to talk. The guy did just keep shouting. Just because Trump's a dick doesn't mean this other guy's not being a dick too. This other guy's, you know, just shouting and shouting and shouting. Trump shouted him down successfully. Trump, being Trump, couldn't just leave it at that. Has to have the final word. Trump says, "You're fake news," you know, to CNN. So, all right, if I can run the clip, I would love to do that. Is that just the one I just ran, right? And then, completely separate from anything else, John McCain claims to be the one who originally gave the FBI the dossier, and I don't know what I'm playing here. It's not really. It's just. And Carl Bernstein of, you know, Woodward and Bernstein, Watergate, was among the people who reported for CNN. Is still reporting apparently, and reported for CNN, which, you know, more power to him. So Trump calling CNN fake news, and I'm just not successfully going to pull up the clip of that. I don't know. But what I guess I do have the clip of is that. No, that's what I just did. This is that's that. And then I will play this. This is Shep Smith of Fox News, normally CNN's rival, defending CNN as far as their reporting, but in general, I think defending journalists.
President-elect Trump today told CNN's Jim Acosta that his organization amounts to fake news. CNN's exclusive reporting on the Russian matter was separate and distinctly different from the document dump executed by an online news property. Though we at Fox News cannot confirm CNN's report, it is our observation that its correspondents followed journalistic standards and that neither they nor any other journalists should be subjected to belittling and delegitimizing by the President-elect of the United States.
So there you go. So I would say semi-unprecedented. I mean, it's, you know, it's all the media, and they're going to stick together in the end, much as rivals as they are. But it's interesting, and it's scary that they have to stick together to defend themselves from the President-elect. So you can go on BuzzFeed's website, get that merchandise. Until they had a garbage can, it sold out, but you can get t-shirts that say failing pile of garbage. I think that's kind of clever. But, and I almost, in a WikiLeaks era, I think it is debatable. I don't necessarily think it's right, wrong, good, bad. I think transparency. I don't know. It's interesting. I'm still looking for that. The CNN one. Oh, and that's just funny. So yeah, they're still. I guess that's still happening. Oh, yeah. This is off of the Buzzfeed website. You can see. You can see some of the merchandise. There's a garbage can and the T-shirts, bumper stickers, and whatnot. So you can, yeah. I mentioned the job. Yeah. Okay. I guess I covered everything. That was nice. I did the report I wanted to do, and it seems I have no viewers. I don't really care. What I am going to do now, because no one can stop me, probably. YouTube police break into my house. This is different. I should have planned this. It's called planning. There we go. What I am going to do is attempt to play the new Manua song. And if I play this, it will be the first time live on YouTube. Something